And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. Check.
On play action, Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Rabbit. Switch. Shut up.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's NFL rushing leader. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
3rd and 12.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, If you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Yo. Spot. Yeah. Rush in.
Here's Geis. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On first down, this is Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll run with Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Robert Quinn. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch the twist, watch the screen.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Elliott, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go. 54 miles. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Slam.
Third and long for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
At their 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They can't hang with us.
2nd down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It's now 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they could put together a decent drive, get a couple of first downs, maybe a 3rd one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd and 7, Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott. Escaping the... Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
This is Geis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On 2nd and a yard, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check the backer, check the backer.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now watch run, watch run. Watch run.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Following the penalty, it's Geis. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
Here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the score. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out. Check. Hey, kill.
Prescott down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, kill.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
A 62-yard
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter and center.